Alright guys, look at this. Freaking mess. Alright. What's going on, everybody? Name is Tan, SK, whatever you want to call it. Today, I will be showcasing you guys the new pickups from Vale. If you don't know what Vale is, hottest brand out right now. And what we're doing is we are doing $1 auctions at our storefront tomorrow. What we're doing today, guys, is I'm gonna show you guys the process. What I do. So I live in Brooklyn 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I buy stuff like Vale, Supreme, and shoes from like resellers and stuff, and then I bring it back to Connecticut, drop it off to SK Supply storefront, and then my employees does a great job at marketing it, taking photos, and listing it for sale online or on Instagram. So. And this tiny ass apartment. Love this, I love the area that we live in, but going from like a house in Connecticut to like an 850 square foot apartment is kind of like a crazy switch up, but we're just grinding, it's totally fine. But the atmosphere is nothing but vibes. Brooklyn, I love Brooklyn. All right, let's just show you guys some of the pieces we got. This is the newest tee too. Vale Zone tee. Since I play a lot of Warzone, I would definitely pick this up. Vale Zone. Why am I yapping? Why am I vlogging? I'm at the point in my life where I'm not as shy, I guess. I don't want to be behind a computer and just be an introvert and just be antisocial. So I figured I'll create these vlogs because we have some cool and exciting things going on in our lives, and I think it'd be cool to kind of document it. And I think it'd be cool for you guys to see what we do behind the scenes, and hopefully all our mistakes, all of our success, you guys can see it at first hand, and somehow, some way, one day, maybe we can pass the torch on somebody else, teach them how to do it, how we did or how we didn't do it. So I don't know, the vlogging things, guys. This is so new to me. I'm literally just, I don't even know if this is gonna make it in the video. I'm just yapping at this point, but I like it. You know, like Tiana tried doing vlogs a few times, but she's so busy. You know, she runs the whole WAP-X department. She runs the storefront. She runs her back companies, her proxy companies, and she has a lot going on. You know, you don't know who she is. Tiana Porta, you can look her up. She's yeah, she's my business partner, my girlfriend for the past like 14 years. That's my, you know, that's my shawty. Oh, another one, War Machine. Got this in white and in black. We sold a bunch of these as well. What we do now is we add all the items that I get from Vale. Add it to the system. It's my employees. They have other things they can be doing. So I do this part, the intake. What usually happens is I take in the intake. I do all the intake, and then I am going to intake all these new items. Gonna put in the system, and then I don't publish anything. I leave it kind of, you know, in the draft, and then when I bring it back to the store, my employees will go through everything, double check all my intake, making sure everything I put in here is accurate. And then from there, they start taking photos of everything. They take photos of all t-shirts, all pants, all jeans, everything. And then they send it to me. They either one, they send it to me, or two, they import it into Tracking List, my app. And from there, I just sign to Tracking List, and I just start listing items, you know, listing items on eBay, on Grilled, on StockX, which I just told you guys I don't sell on StockX, but it is an option. Since we sell more clothing and pre-owned shoes, they do the best for us on eBay and Grilled. So that's what we've been doing. I will use StockX and Alias on like older collabs, just because like they don't really sell in store. Older collabs, people don't really go out and look for them, you know. Another thing is we are not in a mall. We're a brick and mortar, so like we have a lot of windows. So we have a lot of windows out right now where after like 3 months, right? I would say 3 months, 2 or 3 months, Adam and I, we kind of go through like our system, and we try to find items that are like, try to find items that are, you know, either suede or hide with a lot of dye in the shoe. Anything that we fear will discolor, right? So since we only display the left shoe, a lot of times I take the L where the left shoe's faded, but the right shoe's not completely fine since it's in the basement. So like, we try to rotate it. What we're gonna do now is with the TikTok Live, the goal is to, you know, showcase the new items, sell the new items starting at $1, obviously, and then we can also throw in some like bangers that people can't just get at a good price, just because they're older, you know. So, but we will do it just because we don't want it to turn yellow or discolor, or where it's too late for us to start selling, you know. And I'd rather give it to a customer rather than sell at a loss. Well, I would sell at a loss anyways, but I'd rather sell at a loss to a customer that actually will appreciate it before it turns yellow or whatever it is. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing input now, and then bring to the store, employees take pictures, I cost list and Tracking List, we sell on TikTok, and now we're at a point where we have items for sale all the time at, you know, under market or closer market, and then we also are actively pushing on a TikTok Live. So this way we're always kind of pushing sales, either that's in your face pushing sales or kind of just letting the listing sit there, marinate, and then I kind of just sit there and monitor, you know, doing the bumps or lowering the prices to kind of match the market and stuff like that. So we're kind of in the pace where I can see the transition in the retail market. We're at that space right now where people are getting really smart with online shopping, and they are buying stuff online through auctions, through lives, wherever they're doing. You know, obviously there's a lot of scammers, a lot of fakes being passed through and stuff like that too. But the way people are selling is very intriguing. It's very, you know, the live and the auctions, everything is so cool and it's very fast paced, and this is how you do it. And we're at the point right now where my team needs to learn that this fast pace plus the retail space plus, you know, the listings online, they're wearing a lot of hats, you know, and sometimes I get mad or frustrated because they are doing things wrong or doing things too slow. But I had to remember that they are still young and still learning and still adapting. And the good thing about my team is they are okay with taking structured criticism. And trying to showcase the store real quick. You know, I got to promote my tracking list. And our strike axis.